What's up? This is Nick from the Rex, and I'm hanging out here on Front Row Live with Rob.
Nick, dude, what's up? It's so good to reunite with you. It's been way too long, but I'm super stoked on this new single, Lone Survivor. First of all, your vocals are just growing so much from the original, the debut single. Take me into that process of kind of learning new vocal ranges and perfecting your voice on this new record.
Yeah, I think it's so I moved into where I'm living right now like a little over 3 years ago, and I've been in this studio basically the entire time. Um, and I would literally say like 90% of the time. And I'm singing and writing new songs every day, and recording like demos and things every day. And I've noticed over the last 3 years, um, doing that has shaped my voice a lot because I've basically been practicing in a way without really knowing. And sometimes, I'm depending on what I'm writing a song for, whether it be for another artist or for my own band, I'm putting different hats on vocally. Because this song will need this kind of vocal, or this song will need this tone, or different timbres, and I found myself kind of exploring the range of what I'm physically able to do vocally and what I want to accomplish. And that in and of itself, I've watched kind of grow and expand my capabilities beyond what I probably was able to do before. Because in that exploration, I sort of opened new doors, because once I figured out one thing, then I was like, oh, now I'm able to kind of do this sort of thing. Um, so I think, yeah, in a weird way, I just practiced. I got forced. I kind of like tricked myself into practicing a lot, and it's been really rewarding. And I've heard like really nice things even from my own band, where there's like, man, like your vocals have really grown. And I've noticed it too, even though it's been a really gradual thing. It'll be like one day all of a sudden I hit a note, or there's like a certain tone or vibrato I hit, and I go, whoa, that was not in my arsenal yesterday. And it's really a special feeling, especially because I never considered myself a singer growing up. I just considered myself a songwriter who needed to sing in order to get my songs out. Same thing with like guitar or piano. I was like, I'm not either of those things. I just do it enough to get my songs out. And so it's been a fun process of practicing and learning and getting better.
My first listen of the track when you guys released it, I legit thought that you featured Adam Levine in the chorus. I was like super shocked, and then I was like, wait a minute, that's Nick. Like
That's so
his
funny.
voice is like insane right now.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Maroon 5 comments, and I'm all for it. I'm good with it. I'm like, yeah, Maroon 5 sick.
So would you say that your vocals kind of helped create the direction of this track, or would you say that the track helped create the direction of the vocals?
Yeah, I think the track indicated what the vocals would be, because it was really bare bones, but that chord progression and just that straight kind of disco beat, I was like, oh, this is just what I naturally did for it, which you'll kind of see all over the new record that's going to be coming out. It's like the whole album is sort of like each song, like the vocals for them are specifically like catering the song and what it's trying to say and the emotion that it's trying to um display, or like get out. It's like the vocal is it's very purposeful, the tone is very purposeful. And yeah, that's, I don't know, that's just literally just what came out. I just, when I was writing the lyrics and melodies, it was like I didn't even question what the timbre of my voice would be. It was just, that's what it wanted to be.
And it's interesting because from the very beginning, I feel like you've been doing a lot of the production of the band. And just like you mentioned, you moved into the studio and you've been literally in the studio 90% of the time. But you did take a step back on this single, and you went back with Weston, someone that you haven't worked with since like your 2018 EP. And so what was the reasoning for stepping out of the production seat and bringing Weston back and having someone else like work on the production of the band this time around?
Yeah, it was like I wanted to get a few of my friends together in a room to write some new music for the Rex because I was a little burnt out at the time and I was just it would feel reinvigorating and kind of fun to do. And so so we all went to our label studios, Noise Nest, and it was really cool to watch two of my friends, Weston and Dylan Deskin, like work together. They're both like kind of pop slash hip hop producers. And it was just cool to watch them kind of meet each other and get working on this track. And for me, it was I cared more about that. That was more interesting to me. And I was like, and then they started making this cool track, and I was just writing over it. And the reason why that one because typically if that happened then I'd be like, okay, cool, give me all the stems, now I'm going to go home and obsess over it and build the track up. um but instead it was like it kind of wanted to be this simple thing, and the reason it became the first single was literally out of necessity because we needed to deliver it while the Rex were on the Driver Era tour. While we were supporting that tour, our label and management were like, hey, so we want to hit this deadline, is like we need to deliver this song, and I'm like, I'm on the road. Like I can't do it. So regardless, I still went to like a Best Buy and I bought a little monitor because my laptop screen is broken, which is so sick. But if I plug it into a hub and then plug that into a screen, I can see stuff. So I like got that, and I got these some headphones because the ones I had were bad. Like whatever, I bought enough stuff for me to work on it in the van. So I finished the production over the course of like, because I had to do like vocal production and timing and tuning, and like I had to take some of the, because I still did, I asked for the stems and I was still doing all of that stuff and rearranging the arrangement. And so I finished it on the road. So like even when I don't have a hand in it as much, I still was like I needed to for whatever reason. So I worked on it in green rooms and in hotel rooms. I found a studio in both Kansas City and in Nashville. Um, and I worked on it for like probably an extra week, and we were able to deliver it while on tour. And that was cool. I was nerve wracking and really frustrating every time I want to open my laptop and work on something. I've got to plug in this whole thing and get it all going. But um, yeah, it was out of necessity, and it was out of like what the song needed, and it was out of just trying to get some friends together, and the song, I was enjoying the melody I put over the song, and I'm like, this is it. Yeah, we all had a hand in it. This is great.
As far as the songwriting goes, you reunited with Savannah as well, which you've
Mhm.
worked with many times before. Um, with this relationship that the two of you have as songwriters, like how would you say that she's been able to help you become a better songwriter, especially for this new material that we're, obviously this single, but like this upcoming new material?
Yeah, Savannah's an incredible songwriter, an artist in her own right. And her voice is unbelievable. Like even she's got a whole. She's gonna be a great big artist. She's so sick. And when we write songs together, it's because I'm so heavy handed with my own music. Um, she's so good at adapting to that, and what she's found a way to do is keep my songs like thematic and purposeful in what they're, hey bub, he's like whining, in what they're trying to say. Like I'll have all these specifics in this whole storyline and this whole thing, and then in the chorus, like she's like, these two lines don't have anything to do with what the thing is. Like this, like she goes, what if we said this, or what if the angle of all this, and then she'll tell me what my song is about, and she'll tell what I'm trying to say, and she'll she'll keep it all on the track, and she'll come up with the most golden lines that like make it a single, that make it a song that makes sense and has an energy and a focus. And it's just she's unbelievable at that. And that's just what she specifically brings to like the songs that we write together. Like she can write the full thing on her own, and it's just she's really good at like seeing where the song needs help and attacking from that front and making it the best song possible. And like that's just like I've always, yeah, I really, that's why we always write cool songs together. I don't think we've ever really had like a flop. Like even songs that aren't coming out, like every song we've written together is cool.
That's cool. That's cool chemistry, though. Um,
Yeah.
as going back to the producers, like now that you had producers this time around, how would you say that they helped or they allowed the band as a whole to kind of step out of comfort zone and be a little more creative or try things that they hadn't tried before on previous records?
You mean like working with other producers? We didn't really work with any other ones on any other songs on the record for this one. We typically don't. For this song, the only time I had one of the guys like record something on it was we went to we were in a green room in maybe Kansas City. Yeah, I think we were in a green room in Kansas City, and I had Schmiz lay down the like lead guitar part that happens in the chorus. And that's about as that was probably the extent of like what we I had the band add to the song, because it was kind of, it's a pretty stripped down song. There's not a ton going on, and I knew it was missing something, and I was like, Schmiz, like, what would you put here, blah blah. And I kind of midied out a couple ideas in the van, and then he kind of like matched over them with the guitar and added a little spice to it, and it was like, cool, now the song's complete. But yeah, for most of the record, um it's just been working on it in here, and um yeah, the guys have kind of been all over the place with living at home or still being in Jersey, and stuff. So I've worked on a lot of the record myself in here, which takes a long time because I'm terrible at guitar. I'm okay at bass, but like, don't ask me to play a single progression all the way through. Like, um, so a lot of editing, a lot of punch-ins, a lot of like redos, a lot of like 4 hour sessions trying to get this guitar part down that Schmiz would have played in 2 seconds. Quite the struggle, but yeah, I've been trying my best.
Would you say that Lone Survivor is like the taste of what we can expect for this
No,
upcoming record, or do you think that's just one small piece of the record?
it's literally the tiniest little sliver of the record. Yeah, no, there's no other disco pop songs, no other Maroon 5 vibes on the whole record. So if people fell in love with that, sorry. If people hated it, sorry. But also, it's like, you're good. You're good. There's more stuff coming. We've got stuff that like takes us back to our roots. We've got stuff that really pushes the record forward. Um, I think yeah, I think there's definitely something for everyone in this record, which I think we've always kind of had a vibe like that, especially with like our last record. Like, there's like a little bit of a lot of like, a little bit of everything with alt rock involved. Um, and this new record has more stuff like that. Yeah, not of there's like some pop elements, but nothing too clean.
Yeah. And lastly, to close us off, like, what excites you most about this new single, Lone Survivor?
Um, just how fun it is, and like, it's a little fierce. It's a little like it's it's poppy in a way that like that I still think is pretty cool. Um, it's just fun to watch, like um watch our fans react to it, and it's fun to like imagine what it means for like um the rest of our career sonically. It's like it's almost like showing a side of yourself and being so nervous about how people are going to take it or see it, um and it's been a really positive reaction. I think I think what excites me about the song is what it represents, and what it represents to me is like expanding the Rex and doing whatever the hell we want.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations with the new track. And I'm looking forward to doing this again in person
Yeah, man.
once it's possible. And I'm excited for new material from you guys. I'm looking
Uh,
forward to that.
Hell yeah, dude. We definitely have to interview outside the Novo again. But we'll do it once we get to headline Novo. That's when we'll do it again.
All right. Sounds good. Deal. Awesome, man. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Yeah, dude. You too. I appreciate it.